Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yo Nityamachyutapadambuja Igmarukma Vyamohatastaditarani Trinayamene Asmad Guroho Bhagavato Siddhaeka Sandhoho Ramanujasya Charano Sharanam Prapadhye. Yasya Smaranamatreena Dvaitavasana Paramichyate Bodhatmakaya Namastasma Bhagavate Shri Ramana Maharshe. Hridakashe Sada Bhantam Shantam Anandarupinam Jnanabhanamaham Vande Sadgurum Shri Satyasayinam Mantrayaminam Janaki Kantasmaranam Anjaneya Swami ki Rama and Sita settled down in the ashrama that was built for them by Lakshmana in Chitrakuta. In the meantime, we've already covered what has happened in Ayodhya. The news is sent to Bharata by Vasishta. He calls messengers and he says to them, go to KK Desha where Bharata is residing. Do not break this terrible news upon him at the very outset. Just tell him that he is required to return to Ayodhya immediately as per the orders of Vasishta. When Vasishta sends messengers, they swiftly go to KK Desha. While they are still traveling, Bharata begins to have nightmares. He starts to see ominous signs, feels apprehensive about some strange calamity. His friends try to regale him, but somehow his mind, his heart is not settled. He tells Shatrughna, I think it is time we return. We have been here for 12 years. We have got to go back now. Just as he is debating in this manner, the messengers from Ayodhya arrive and say, your presence is required in Ayodhya. Everything that he has been doubting seems to be coming true. He gets onto the chariot. It takes him a few days of non-stop traveling, but they come. And as he enters into Ayodhya, he sees all of Ayodhya bereft of any charm and cheer. Ayodhya is not the same Ayodhya that he has left 12 years ago. On the other hand, everywhere there is gloom. And the people, on seeing Bharata, immediately shut their doors, go inside the house and shut the doors. They do not even wish to see him. Of course, he has no inkling as to what has happened or why this kind of a welcome has been meted out to him. He goes straight to the palace and wants to go and see Dasharatha Maharaja. As per the custom, as per the protocol, the prince has to first go and greet the king, the father. He goes there, he does not find his father there, therefore he assumes he must be with mother. And he goes immediately to Kaikeyi's chambers. And as soon as Kaikeyi sees Bharata, she gets up and says, oh, come, when did you come? Come. He says, let all that be, where is father? Where is father? Oh, that which happens to all men has happened to your father also. In the due course of time, everybody has to depart this world. We come at a point in time and we have to leave this world at a certain point in time. That same thing has happened to your father. He has left this world. Remember Casuala, she says. Bharata is shell-shocked. What? His father not there? His father gone. Alas, what a great Daurbhagya I am. I am so unfortunate that I was not even be able to present here when father was breathing his last. Alas, Abrini, he starts to moan and bewail his lot. But then he says, at least let me go and fall at the feet of my brother Rama now. He is the only solace for me. I will immediately go fall at Rama's feet and then I will come back. How lucky Rama would have been, brother Rama would have been that he was present at father's side. At least he was present at father's side. He and Lakshmana would have been there. Kaikeyi said, oh, your father died calling out Rama, Rama, Raman. Why? Was Rama not there? No, Rama was not there. Why was he not there? He's gone to the forest. Why did he go to the forest? It's a long story. We'll tell you later. No, tell me now. So the story was revealed immediately. Bharata cannot believe his ears. He could not believe that this was all done by his own mother. She was the cause of such destruction, such ruin. How could she have even thought that he would accept the throne that had been given to him through such schemes? He rejects it, he rejects her, he goes rushing to Kausalya's apartment. Kausalya has already heard Bharata's voice. She says, "Oh, Bharata has come." She gets up and goes to meet Bharata. Kausalya loves Bharata very much. Anna, there is a great enemy for all human beings. That enemy is called grief. Sorrow, when sorrow comes, everything is forgotten. Love is also forgotten. I have mentioned this before also. There is only one reason for sorrow. There is only one reason for sorrow. Selfishness is the only reason for sorrow. If you are sad, it is because of your own selfishness. If you are not selfish, there will be no sorrow. This is an eternal truth. Desire breeds sorrow, said the Buddha. But selfishness which gave rise to desire is what gave rise to sorrow. Therefore, without selfishness, there cannot be any sorrow at all. If you are sad, it is because something didn't go right for you. Once it so happened that somebody was in Swami's presence. Swami was talking about life, death, etc. And he said, death is not really the problem. Swami Channar. So immediately one man who could not understand it, he said, Swami, how can death not be a problem? Death is such a great problem for everybody. If somebody dies, we are so sad. And Swami said, the sadness is not because of death. Sadness is because of your selfishness. How, Swami? He said, I can't still understand. But Swami said, hey, did you read today's newspaper? Yes, Swami, I read the newspaper. So what were the headlines? And before the man could say, Swami himself started saying the headlines. So and so visited such and such a place. Stock market collapsed here. And this thing happened there. In an accident, 15 people died. A lot of things were there. And he also said, yes, Swami, I read all this today, this morning. Swami said, did you see that fourth news item? 15 people died in an accident. Yes, ma'am. When 15 people died, did you feel sad? Swami asked this man, did you feel sad when 15 people died? No, I didn't feel sad. I felt bad, but I didn't feel sad. I felt bad, but not sad. There's a big difference between feeling bad and feeling sad. Achucho pavame, alas, I felt bad, but I didn't feel sad. I didn't feel sorrow. But if one person that you know has passed away, you will feel sorrow. 15 people versus one person. How can one person be more than 15? 15, the deaths of 15 is not making any difference. The deaths of thousands is not making any difference. One person alone creates so much difficulty. What is the cause for it? It is not the person's death. On the other hand, it is our own selfishness which is causing it. All sorrow is only because of selfishness. If selfishness can be gotten rid of, then jnana is the direct result of it. Selfishness means it is not self-isness, it is selfishness. The self-isness, the existence of that self, if you are simply aware of that, there can be no selfishness. The selfishness is the little self. That self is the big self, the eternal self, the ultimate self, that which you really are. But because you are only relating to every event, every person, everything in terms of the little self that you mistake yourself to be, all your problems, all your sorrows, everything arises only because of that. If that identification is not there, then no such sorrow arises. Therefore, Kausalya also forgets the love that she has for Bharata, forgets Bharata's characters, forgets Bharata's attributes and gunas. Instead, she says, oh Bharata, you have come. Do me a favor. Your mother has already driven my son away to the forest. You do me a favor, you drop me also into the forest wherever my son is, and you rule happily in this kingdom. Abdinu Kausalya said, Bharata fell down like a chopped down tree. Like a tree that has been chopped down, he fell flat at Kausalya's feet and started to cry. You also. Are you also saying the same thing? The whole world may say this. Are you also saying the same thing? Are you also going to judge me like this? Do you not know who I am? Did I not grow up upon your lap? Have you also mistaken me? As a 12-year-old boy, I left this Ayodhya. What schemes would I know? What conspiracy would I have known? How could you think I would be part and parcel of this? Kausalya immediately hugged the boy and said, my son, I do not doubt you. It is grief, foolish grief, that made me speak like this. Forgive me. Vasishtha comes by this time and says, a lot of work is there to be done. Your father's body has been preserved in medicated oil. It has to be cremated. Meanwhile, Shatrughna brings Manthara, drags Manthara. She is the one who was the root cause of all of this trouble. He uncovers this truth. Manthara has been dressing herself up very gaily, and she has been rewarded richly and handsomely by Kaikeyi for her part. Therefore, she has decked herself in so many jewels. It seems that Valmiki describes her as a monkey. Like a circus monkey, dressed up monkey she looked in the children. Vanari even. Again, the Shatrughna drags her and throws her at Bharata's feet. Anna, she is the root cause. Let us put an end to her. Bharata says, do I not know? Do you think my heart alone is peaceful? I also want to kill her, but there is one fear in me. If you don't want Rama to ever speak to you again, then kill her. Because no matter what, Rama would not countenance such a behavior. Therefore, for Rama's sake, we have to put up with her. Kaikeyi, all her plans have come undone. Everything has backfired. Kaikeyi and Manthara are trembling and shivering in the face of Bharata's anger. Bharata looks at her and says, I am not your son at all. It is not possible for a vile witch like you to give birth to a gem like me. I am my father's son, not your son. Under the guidance of Vasishtha, all the funeral rites that have to be performed for Dasharatha, despite being quite late, were all finally completed. Whatever rituals have to be undertaken were all undertaken after 13 days, 12 days of mourning, 13th day, when once again the mourning was put aside and the auspiciousness was adopted. Bharata was taken to the royal court because the throne was empty. Somebody has to adorn the throne, become the king, the next emperor. All the ministers, the citizens, everybody had gathered there, and they all said, you must please take up the position of the ruler of Ayodhya. Bharata looked at all of them and said, have you all thought that I would stoop so low as to steal the throne away from my brother whom I respect, whom I love, whom I worship? How could all of you think in this manner? Here is my resolve. I shall not sit upon this throne. On the other hand, I shall forthwith go to the forest and somehow convince my brother to return to Ayodhya. My brother has granted me everything that I have asked for. Therefore, he will grant me this also. He alone deserves to sit upon the throne of Ayodhya, and he alone shall. Bharata makes a big declaration. Everybody is very happy. Initially, everybody was having their own doubts and misgivings, but after Bharata made this declaration, they said, we do not expect anything less from a son of Dasharatha. People are there is no point in trusting the opinions of people. In fact, I read a very funny little snippet the other day. It said, when you're 20, you're worried about what others are thinking about you. When you're 20, you're worried about what others are thinking about you. Bharata is about 24. When you're 40, you don't care what others are thinking about you. When you're 60, you realize others have not been thinking about you at all. When you're 20, peer pressure, you're so worried, what will everybody say, what will everybody think. That shows your immaturity and foolishness. At 40, you're so busy with your own life that you can't be bothered. You find that if you keep on worrying about what others are going to think, you cannot live your life at all. Therefore, to hell with them, usually you're living your life. By 60, you realize you also have not been thinking about them. They also have not been thinking about you. Each person is busy minding their own business. They have enough sorrows and problems in their own lives. Why will they unnecessarily take your problems also? People will always shift like this. That is why in this world there is no need for us to bother about anybody's opinion. Whose opinion matters? The opinions of Mahatmas matter. The opinions of Mahatmas and Mahapurushas matter because they are not going to judge you on your behavior at all. They are only ever going to judge you on your attitude. The inner attitude, not the external manifestation. The inner attitude is the only thing they are ever going to look at. And when they look at that inner attitude of yours, it becomes a method for them to correct you. The opinions of others do not matter because nobody is interested in correcting you. They are criticizing you for their own reasons. They are not interested in your welfare, well-being. Their criticism is not for you to change your behavior and correct yourself. Perhaps parents might do so. To some extent, perhaps parents might do so. But even they are only going to look at your external behavior. The most they can correct is their external behavior. It is only the Mahatmas who can understand your inner attitude. They become the checkpoint for you to know whether you are proceeding along in the right direction or not. They are not interested in criticizing you. They are not interested in finding fault with you. On the other hand, they are more interested in showing you your own misgivings and failings so that you may correct yourself. Why should they alone do it? Abba, compassion, you cannot help it. They are filled with compassion. They do not have reason for it. Even if you have not gone and asked them specifically, correct me, their compassion is such, they will do it. All the other opinions do not matter. It is all only 2 cents worth. People say, my 2 cents worth. I tell them, if it is only 2 cents worth, you keep the change. You keep the change. Yeah, what is the use? Only 2 cents worth. No? All you have is 2 cents worth of opinion and you dare open your mouth and give it to peddle it in front of everybody else also. How ridiculous. Keep quiet. So the people all applauded Bharata. Bharata immediately set forth to the forest. Gend Puran, he travels the same path that Rama has taken along with Sumantara's help. He goes and reaches Shringiberapura. Seeing a huge big army coming, Guha is a bit worried. Why is such a big army coming? Whose army? Ayodhya's army. Why is Ayodhya's army coming? Who's leading the army? Bharata. Oh, mother has driven the prince to the forest and the son has come to kill him, to wage a war against him. How dare they? All of us shall give up our lives for the sake of protecting Rama. But all the people of Shringiberapura armed themselves and became ready to battle. Apo, good sense also prevailed. They said, let us not jump to conclusions. Let us first find out what is the real motive for this person to come. Guha goes and approaches him. You are Bharata. Yes, I am Bharata. Guha, do you remember me? We studied together. Yes, I remember you, but what is the exact reason why you are coming to the forest? May I know the reason? I am coming to see my brother. Why? What business do you have with your brother? Guha asks with some suspicion. Bharata is also not an idiot. He is able to understand the suspicion. So he says, alas, that you should also suspect me. The only reason I am going there is to fall at my brother's feet and beg him, plead with him to return to Ayodhya and take up the throne. Guha becomes very happy. Aha, Bharata. So, I apologize to you. Please forgive me. I misjudged you, misestimated you. Sari, doesn't matter. Eventually, they spend the night there. Guha shows, here is where Rama, Sita, Lakshmana and all slept. Lakshmana did not sleep. He was talking with me the whole night. But Rama and Sita laid down here. I don't know whether they slept, but here's where they laid. We have still maintained that place. That bed of grass upon which they left, they're still there. The impression of their bodies is still there upon that. Here and there are fibers of cloth caught in between the rough blades of grass. Looking at all of that, Bharata starts to cry, alas, that my brother who should be sleeping upon the comfortable beds of the palace is now forced to recline upon this bare ground or this mere blades of grass. All is my fault, it is all because of me. He starts to lament always, sorrow is because of selfishness. Because of me. When we do something wrong also, we believe as though everything has gone wrong because of us. Similarly, when something nice happens also, we think we only made it happen. If we can change things, we should be God. We should be worshipped. There's a higher power that is making everything happen. Shaktinal Taniyangum Abdina Bhagavan Chotu, Adu Ariyadin. There is a Mahashakti that makes you work without realizing it to think that you are doing everything. Bharata cries. Anyway, next day they proceed along. They reach Bharadwaja Ashrama. The same route they take. Bharadwaja Rishi welcomes Bharata. Bharata, please come. Why have you come? Do you have any evil designs upon your brother? Abdinodane, this was the last straw for Bharata. Because, like I said, he was upset that everybody was thinking bad about him, but he sort of consoled himself thinking people are people. Mahatmas are different. But when a Mahatma like Bharadwaja Rishi also should start to doubt, he says, Alas Antosmi. I am undone. I am done. I am done for. I am dead. I have perished. If you also think badly about me, then there must be something bad within me. Some evil must lurk within me which even I am not aware of. Alas that you should also judge me so. Abdini, he falls at Bharadwaja's feet and he starts to cry. Bharadwaja says, son, get up. I know your heart. In order to show your heart to everybody, I did this in our chapakatakatina bhava. Enna pandrathu solliyache. After that, he said, no, it is to bring your glory to the entire world. That is why I also questioned you like this. Don't worry. I will tell you where Rama is, but spend the night here. Bring everybody. I will host a feast for all. He said, no, Rishi, it is all too much for you. Don't worry about it. We are a lot of us. What lot of you? How many? The entire army has come. Almost all the citizens have come. The three mothers have come. All the Brahmanas have come. All the ministers have come. Basically, most of Ayodhya is here. So what? Doesn't matter. You think I'm a useless Rishi? I can take care of it all. Immediately he waved his hand. He didn't have a wand. His hand was enough for him. Immediately there was a Gandharvas appeared there and created a beautiful dining hall. Stage was made, so dance performances and songs could also happen at the same time. So many different kinds of food items were made ready just by in a twinkling of the eye. All the people that came were asked to sit down and everybody could eat as much as they wanted, whatever they wanted, all their favorite dishes, everything was given to them. Not only food, they were given sandalwood paste to apply on their bodies, perfumes, clothes were given to them. Wonderful seats were there, clothes were there, perfumes were there, garlands were there, wonderful food was there, apsaras to dance were there, music was there, everything was there, all kinds of amusements were provided for them, and nicely eating. The same people of Ayodhya who came once with Rama, what did they do? They slept and lost everything. After eating they said, Naiva Ayodhyam Gamishyamo Na Gamishyama Dandakan Kushalam Bharatasyastu Ramasyastu Tatha Sukham. They said after eating all this good food, they said, we will not go back to Ayodhya. Why? Do you want to spend the entire time with Rama in the forest? Na Gamishyam with Andakam, we will not go to the Dandakaranya also, we will not go to the forest also. We will stay here itself. Such good food is there. Such dance is there, music is there, food is there, everything is here. We will stay here itself. Kushalam Bharatasyastu. We will give our blessings to Bharata. We will give our blessings to Rama. Let them all be happy wherever they want to be. Whether they want to go to Ayodhya, whether they want to go to forest, let them be wherever. We shall be here. Abdine Shonnalam. Enna Artham now? Valmiki specifically says this here. The reason is to make it very clear. See, the people of Ayodhya loved Rama. There was no doubt about it. They were constantly thinking Rama, Rama, Rama. They were thinking about Rama. They loved Rama, but they also loved themselves. They were happy to think about Rama, equally happy to think about themselves. Bhakti is bhakti only when it reaches this parakashta, this ultimate boundary where you transcend your little self. Otherwise, you do not have bhakti. You may pretend to have bhakti, but you do not have bhakti, not the bhakti that really counts, because if push comes to shove, you will choose yourself, not God. As long as everything is nice and hunky-dory, you will choose God. Why not? Because why not? Everything is nice, might as well add God onto the mixture. No. Abdin you will choose, but if push comes to shove, you will cut out God and you will only think about yourself. He who can sacrifice anything for God alone deserves to be called a devotee of God. Mayarpita mano buddhihi yomad bhaktasame priyaha. Abdina Bhagavan says in the Gita, he was offered his body and mind and soul to me. Mano buddhihi, he has given his mind over to me, his buddhi over to me. I alone am important to him. Matparayanaha, matparaha. Abdina Bhagavan says. That state, even in bhakti, this is not just the state for jnana, even for bhakti. You may all think that, oh, jnana is difficult, I will follow bhakti path. Bhakti path is non-different to jnana path, because bhakti is not different from jnana. What is jnana? Forgetting the little self is jnana. What is bhakti? Forgetting the little self is bhakti. Where is the difference? If you matter still to yourself, more than God matters to you, then you are not devoted, nor are you on any path. The progress we make is to sacrifice, to burn this body away if necessary in his service. That is what Hanuman is going to do later on in Lanka. When they are setting his tail on fire, he says, let it be for Rama's sake, even if this tail should burn, let it burn. Abdin, he has got that kind of a determination. Adidam bhakti. You look for all your little creature comforts. You are interested in all your little emotional burdens and emotional problems, your little inconveniences become a big thing to you. When are you going to progress? How are you going to progress? You think all jnana is mere mental work? That simply by understanding something you will get the truth? Intellectually understanding something, constantly reading Vedanta will give you the truth. It will give you nothing. It only gives you confusion. Spirituality is not an intellectual process. Spirituality is not a mental exercise. It is life transforming. It has to be transformative. If your day-to-day life is not changing, if you are not able to accept everything as God's will and put up with it, then you matter more to you than him. You understand? Where is Sharanagati then? What is Sharanagati? Whatever happens to me is for my good, is Sharanagati. That state we have got to reach. It may not be easy. Nobody ever said it is easy. If it is worth having it, it is not going to be easy. It is going to be difficult. It takes conscious effort. It takes conscious effort to transcend the difficulties and inconveniences that come to us in life as we try and accept his will for everything in our life. Not going to be easy. Nobody ever said it is easy. Just because you have been thinking about the Lord, just because you have been chanting his name, just because you have read spiritual works or listened to spiritual discourses does not make a devotee out of you. Swami, in the letter that he wrote to his brother in 1945, says, I have my own definition of who a devotee is. He who is not bothered by pain and pleasure, joy and sorrow alone can merit being called my devotee. Abdina Bhagavan writes. But here these people of Ayodhya seem to love Rama so much, they abandoned everything and came with Rama. It was an impulse. Do not mistake a momentary impulse with bhakti, with devotion. We are not sitting here in judgment of the people of Ayodhya, we are sitting in judgment of ourselves only. Of our own bhakti. Is our bhakti a momentary impulse? Though that it feels nice in that moment. Oh yeah. Afterwards, where is sustaining power in that? That Shraddha which allows you to sustain your bhakti alone can be called a bhakti. The rest of it is a passing fancy. Krishna leaves Vrindavan at the age of 11. 11 years of age and he leaves Vrindavan. 100 years later he meets with the Gopikas again. And 100 years later, when the Gopikas rush to him, to see him, to flock around him, he cannot find a slightest decrease in the amount and the intensity of prema that they had for him 100 years ago. 100 years of not seeing Krishna, 100 years of not being with Krishna. They spent 11 years with him, 100 years without him. Where is 11? Where is 111? But despite spending all the time without him, there is no change in the intensity of their bhakti. That's not important. Krishna kept on talking about Gopikas, 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 Gopikas. And you know who he spoke about the Gopikas to? To his wives. Rukmini, Satyabhama, Ivan, Nirpaleka, Lindi, Bhadra, Nirpale, all his wives, whatever. Nice, not as good as the Gopikas. Nice, but not as much as the Gopikas would do. Gopikas, they also had fed up. What was this Gopikas? Finally, Gopikas came. Call those Gopikas, we also will see. And then when they saw the Gopikas, come running to Krishna, forgetting everything that was around them. It was as though the world had ceased to exist for them. Krishna alone was existing. The wives could feel that force, that bhava of the Gopikas. They were convinced. They were also convinced. And they thought, these are the people that should have been with him all along. We had the opportunity. They should have deserved it. That is bhakti. So the people of Ayodhya said, Naiva Ayodhyam Gamishyamo Na Gamishyama Dandakan Kushalam Bharatasyastu Ramasyastu Tata Sukham. Let them be happy, we will be happy here now. And the next morning everything vanished. It was a temporary thing. Arey, 4 dinon ka mela re. Life itself is like that, it is all temporary, it is here today, gone tomorrow. For the sake of something that is temporary, we are willing to give up that which is eternal, that which is permanent, called God. And we say, let God be happy, let me be happy here. And what we have here is going to vanish. Ephemeral, it is like a dream, it is going to evaporate, it is going to vanish. After that, what do we have left? Next morning, they all proceed. They go to Chitrakuta, the place where Bharadwaja has shown, go this way, that is where you will find in Chodra, Pora, Vallam. They are all going. Again, from the distance, Bharata can see the smoke. He says, I cannot wait to go to Rama, you are all coming too slowly. Ningala Yurungo, you all stay here, I will go ahead. Let me go ahead because I cannot bear to stay away from Rama anymore. He is running. Lot of sound is coming because of the army. Angapata in Chitrakuta, Lakshmana hears the sound. He has gone somewhere to fetch some water or chop some wood or something. He comes running back. Something is happening. If all the birds and beasts are frightened, some big force seems to be coming. What happened? What is Rama always calm? What happened? What is coming? Wait, I will check. He climbs up the tree. A tall tree. He climbs up quickly. He climbs up the tree and looks. No, an army. Army is coming. What army? Wait. Big army. No. Sorry, which army? What do you see on the flag? Army should have a banner. Looking on the banner, but the Kovidara tree is on the banner. That is the Ayodhya flag's banner. Oh no, it is Ayodhya's flag. Ayodhya's flag. I know what is happening. Bharata is coming. He has brought the army. He wants to fight it out with us. He wants to put an end to us. That is why he is coming with an army. Rama said, what gave you such an idea? Why did you jump to such a conclusion? You are on a high tree, don't jump. Wrong conclusion. Why do you immediately assume Bharata is coming to attack? Why else should he come with an army? Tell me. Why should he come with a big army? He is coming to attack us. He wants to seize the throne. He wants to make sure that there is no obstruction so that we don't come back even after 14 years. Lakshmana starts to shout. Rama looks at him and said, Lakshmana, if you are that interested in the throne, then I will tell Bharata. And when Bharata comes, I will request him, Bharata, our Lakshmana wants to be the king. Give the throne to Lakshmana. Let him be the king. And Lakshmana fell down from the tree and fell at Rama's feet. Why are you saying these things? No. Appa, keep quiet. Peshamar. Let it all happen, then we will decide. Do not jump to any conclusions. You know, what is the point? Sometimes we keep speculating. This is what it is going to be. This is how it shall be. In the end, it turns out to be something else. We wasted our time. If you simply take stock of the amount of time that you are wasting in filling your heads up with all these worldly things that are going on, we keep speculating. This is what must have happened. That is what they must have thought. This is what they must have said. Finally, it will be something completely different. In the end, what has happened? You wasted, whiled away good time in wrong conclusions. Even if the conclusions were right, this is a wasted time. Even if you are right in your speculation, it is still time waste. On top of it, it is all wrong. Enna prayojanam? Adukku Ram Ram sollindirukkalamo illaiyo. That time would be better spent by simply saying Ram 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 Bhagavan Namasmarana pannindirukkalame. By giving, see, I am not saying you should do Namasmarana because it is a better thing to do than this. No. The reason I am saying it is, every time you give in to all of these speculations, these weaknesses, see, in the spiritual path, pramadho vai mrityuhu, the slightest negligence will spell death to you. You cannot afford to be negligent. What kind of negligence? Thinking about others, speculating about others. There is no need. Why do you want to think about others? What are you going to gain by that? What a waste of time it is. Not only is it a waste of time, that will create a mark inside you. It will create an impression inside you, and it will take you years to wash away that impression which a momentary thought has created inside you. Why do you think you are struggling in your spirituality right now? Isn't it because of the vasanas that you have accumulated over so many births? How did these vasanas come? This is how vasanas come. You make a judgment about somebody, vasana has already come. Whether it is good judgment or a bad judgment is immaterial. The moment you have thought about somebody else, anyasya gunadoshana chintana. Anyasya gunadoshana chintana. You have thought about another person, whether it is meritoriously or negatively you have thought about that person, that has already created a vasana inside you. Now already you have got million vasanas to fight. One more is getting added. What is the point? If you are serious about spirituality, then you have got to be serious about these things. You have got to be very, very, very focused. You cannot allow even the slightest relaxation. If you are sitting in meditation, you have to sit straight. You can't go like this after some time. Like that here in spirituality, if your mind is set on the truth, then you've got to keep it that way. Even the slightest slump will drag you down. Pramadho vai mrityuhu. It is not easy. It is not easy. Intensity is required. The greatest thing that will help us with such intensity is prema, 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 prema. You must love with such a force. You must love God with such an intensity, such a force that nothing else matters, even you do not matter. If you find yourself mattering still to you, then know that you do not love Him enough. This is the thumb rule. This is how you measure your progress, if at all you wish to measure it, or rather your lack of progress. Bharata tells everybody, you wait, I am going to go rush to my brother and fall at his feet. Until then, Yavan Ramam Drakshyami Lakshmanam va Mahabalam Vaidehim cha Mahabhagam Name Shantir Bhavishyati Yavan Chandra Sankasham Drakshyami Shubhananam Bratuf Padma Balasaksham Name Shantir Bhavishyati Yavan Charanau Bratu Parthiva Vyanjananvito Shirasa Dharayishyami Name Shantir Bhavishyati Yavan Rajye Rajyargha Pitrupaitamahe Stitaha Abhisheka Jalaklinno Name Shantir Bhavishyati. Children, he is saying, until I go and place my head upon Rama's feet, I will not have any peace. Abadiye constant is thinking about Rama Charanam. he's thinking about Rama's feet. He says, Rama's feet alone is the refuge for me, it is the solace for me, it is the place of peace for me. Until I catch hold of those feet, I shall not have any peace. That Rama, who is the son of Kausalya, that Rama who is the beloved of Vaidehi, that Rama who is eternally served by Lakshmana, that Rama who is my refuge. That Rama who purified and emancipated Ahalya, that Rama's feet which are the embodiment, the place, the abode of peace, Shanti Niketanamana, and the Ramacharanam irke, those alone are my refuge. Appadinu solli
Kausalyatmaja Ramacharan Vaidehi Priya Ramacharan Lakshmana Sevita Ramacharan Bharatashrita Shri Ramacharan Ahalyodharaka Ramacharan Shanti Niketana Ramacharan Prashanti Niketana Ramacharan.
Everybody, Bharata rushes up the mountain, and from afar he can see the little Parnashala, the cottage that has been built there, in outside that cottage, as though waiting for Bharata, who is rushing to him. Tam tu Krishna jinadaron chiraval kalavasasam dadarsha ramamasinam abitaha pavakopamam. Abriye is going there and he is saying, I shall see my Rama. Until I see my Rama, I will not have any Shanti. Niriksha samuhurtam tu dadarsha bharato gurum utaje ramamasinam jata mandaladharinam tam tu Krishna jinadaram chira valkalavasasam dadarsha Ramamasinam abitaha pavakopamam. Like a blazing fire, Rama was seated there, radiant like the fire. And who is Bharata seeing? Abdina Valmiki says, Dadarsha Bharato Gurum. Abdina Bharata is seeing his Guru. Bharata is seeing his Guru. He is not seeing his Anna. He is not seeing his elder brother. He is seeing his Guru. Valmiki. Guru na father no artha. Guru means father, Guru means Guru, the preceptor. Guru means that which is the most important thing in your life. The word Guru means heavy. The word Guru means heavy, that which carries the most weight in your life. That which is of the paramount importance to you in your life. And the boy he goes and falls at Rama's feet. He's trying to go near Rama. His eyes are blinded by tears and he wants to go fall flat at Rama's feet, catching hold of Rama's feet. Because of the eyes being blinded by the tears, he is not able to make a right guesstimate. He falls even before he reaches out to Rama's feet. Kathinde Pora is calling out.
Jaya Jaya Rama Jaya Raghu Rama Dasharatha Nandana Raja Rama Abhaya Pradayaka Anandadayaka Tribhuvana Mohana Sita Rama Danava Bhanjana Dinodharana Prema Sagara Sai Rama.
Rama is going and falling at Rama's feet. Hey Arya Abdini Churundu Poranam. Anna Abdini Churundu Poranam. And he falls before he can even catch hold of Rama's feet. Rama Rangeru Odi Vandu. Bharata. The voice itself had so much love that Bharata simply melted into a puddle, as it were. Bharata, Rama lifted him up. Because Bharata had fallen upon the ground, his body was covered with dust. There, Rama takes his own upper cloth and wipes the dust from Bharata's angas, Bharata's body. Yendappa vivundutta? Why did you come in such a hurry? Why did you fall down? Are you all right? It has been so many years since I have seen you. How are you, my brother? Abdina Ramar keka. Bharadan Viki Araram. Bharata cannot say anything other than to cry. Piteously he is sobbing. And looking at the scene of Bharata crying, Lakshmana feels absolutely shamefaced. Alas, that I should have in a moment of anger and impulse judged such a Mahatma who has got so much love for my brother. Lakshmana is also embarrassed. As Bharata is crying, Adukulla Pinnadi, Vashishta leads the 3 queens and come. And they all look, Kausalya looks at Rama, Rama odi vara, Kausalya comes running. Sita goes rushing to them, Kausalya embraces Sita, Sumitra, Kaikeyi, all of them are in tears. Slowly the news is revealed to Rama that Dasharatha is no more. Rama cries out, alas, that my father is not there. He looks at Lakshmana and he says, Lakshmana, we have become orphaned. Hey Sita, your father-in-law is no more. He conveys the news to Sita and Rama, they start to cry. Another moment the news is received. Tears are appropriate because they are the only way by which we can show the gratitude to those who deserve that gratitude in our life. Rama is not sad, but Rama is moved. Rama is showing his gratitude to his father. Adanale he cries. After some time he consoles himself and then he undertakes all the various rituals and rites that have to be done. He does it himself. He does everything on his own. Nobody needs to tell him what to do. He knows everything. He does everything. Bharata then starts to speak about why he has come. He starts to plead with Rama. He says, Anna, it is not fair. What has happened is not fair. It is not fair on you, nor is it fair on me. You should be on the throne, you should not be in the forest. I should not have such responsibilities thrown upon my shoulders. I have no knowledge, I have no expertise, I have no skill, I have no training. You are the one that was groomed for statecraft, not me. Such being the case, how can such a heavy load that should be borne by the shoulders of a mighty bull be placed upon a calf like me? Adanale, you come back and take the throne up. Rama says, now how is that possible, Bharata? Father very clearly said, I have to go to the forest. Therefore, you be the king as per the king. After 14 years, I will come back. Bharata says, how can I give the throne to you after 14 years? I should rule and give it to you, Anna. You are the senior, you are elder to me. Should you take up what I have enjoyed and left behind? It is not possible. You sit on the throne. Rama says, no, you sit on the throne. Bharata says, no, you sit on the throne. Brothers are fighting. Brothers always fight for property. Yeah. Brothers always sibling rivalry over property is very common in the world. Anna, this is the only place where it happens in a completely opposite way. Both are fighting to give it away to the other. Usually brothers fight despite living together, having born and brought up together, they forget everything and have fights when it comes to room. Arthamanartham bhavaya nityam nasti tata sukhalesha satyam putradapi dhana bhajambitihi sarvatraisha vihitaritihi. Shankar Bhagavad says in Bhajagovindam that even fathers have to be afraid of their sons if there is money involved in Nishana. This is the way that things are. When money comes, then everything is forgotten. And here Bharata is fighting to give the throne back to Rama. Rama is fighting to make sure Bharata alone rules. Both are fighting inconclusive fight. Bharata tries to argue with Rama, saying various points from Dharma. Poor fellow. He forgot that Kausalya has already tried it. Dasharatha has already tried it. Sumantra has already tried it. So many people have already tried using Dharma as a weapon to convince Rama. Rama knows more Dharma than anybody else can know. Adhanala, no matter what Bharata tries to say, Rama is not willing to listen to it. The various rishis who have come along, Brahmanas have come, Jabali or a rishi, or a Brahmana. He says all kinds of things, he advocates and he says, no, you should be the king. It is a rule in our Raghukulam. See, you've got to understand that you are not bigger than the clan. Jabali thinks he's very clever, so he comes and tells Rama, you must remember you are not bigger than the clan. Because the clan rule is that the eldest son will rule. The rule of primogeniture. Adanala, the eldest should rule. You can't suddenly say, no, the younger brother will rule. It is not up to you to change, nor is it up to your father to change. You father and son will decide and you will change the clan rules, is it? Not possible, not done. We will not accept. Ramar Channar, okay, going by your argument, okay, I should rule. For what purpose should I rule? Jabali also, he is not such a fool. He doesn't say because you don't. He says to protect Dharma. He knows what language will appeal to Rama. Ramar கேத்த மாதிரி சொன்னதானே இருக்கும். வேற எவனோ ஒருத்தன் காமனா இருந்தான்னா, ஷோமனா இருந்தான்னா, you could have told you can enjoy, you will have all luxuries அப்படின்னு ஏதாவது சொல்லியிருக்கலாம். But this is Rama. So Rama is not going to be moved by Kama. So Rama has to be appealed to only on the terms of Dharma. So he says, for Dharma, for protecting Dharma, you have got to come. This is Kula Dharma. But Rama said, if I cannot even protect my own dharma, how am I going to protect any other dharma? Rakshita swasya dharmasya swajanasya cha rakshita. I have to protect my dharma first. Only then I can protect the dharma of others. I have to listen to my father first. Only then I can tell somebody else to listen to their father. Tomorrow, when I become the king and somebody comes to the court and says, my son is not listening to me, Rama, what can I say? If I still call the son and say, listen to your father, he will say, did you listen to your father? And if he asks me, then where shall I go? What gives me the right to protect dharma when I have not protected my own dharma? Therefore, I have to go to the forest. Bharata said, let's look at it logically. Let's look at it mathematically. Mathematical patient. So, father said one son should go to the forest, one son should be in the kingdom. Adanala, one in the forest, one in the, I will go to the forest, you go to the kingdom. I will stay 14 years in the forest, you become 30. Apo Rama said, father did not say any such thing. Chuma x variable nu podala. He didn't say x should go to forest, y should stay. No, you decide what x is, what is y is. Maths along kontrovadingo. He very clearly said Rama should go to the forest, Bharata should rule. My name is Rama, your name is Bharata. Let us do what we are supposed to do. Kaikeyi, the root cause of all of this. Ange Bharata says, Vandu nillu, tola, cholli tola. You come and say. When Kaikeyi comes there, very shamefacedly, Rama, it is all my foolishness. I do not know why I said all of these things today. Bharata also has spurned me. You come back, Rama. I am the one who asked this. I take back what I asked. I take back what I asked. But Rama immediately said, that sounds right. But you may take back what you asked, but father has already given you what you asked at that time. So you cannot take it back anymore. It has been granted. But I asked him, but he gave. No, he is not there to revoke his promise. Since he is not there to revoke, this promise still stands, it is valid. I am not coming. No matter what anybody says, Kausalya alone is sitting. Bata, I told you so. Kausalya is having a look on her face that says, I told you so. I know my son. Once he is fixed on dharma, he will not shake no matter what anybody tries. He will not. Bharata tried all arguments. Bharata tried cajoling Rama, pleading with Rama, threatening Rama. He laid down in front of Rama's cottage door. And he said, until you agree to come back, I will not get up. He laid down. I will not eat. I will not drink. I will simply lie down in front of your door. I will not let you go inside. Now, Ramar Kekar, what did I do to you? What harm did I ever do to you? Why are you torturing me like this? This is not appropriate. You should not lie down like this. This is not the dharma of a Kshatriya. Get up. Adukur dharma. Brahmana can do this, you cannot do it, get up அப்படிங்கிறார். தாரணால நீ பண்ண முடியாது, தாரணா is not your dharma, அதனால get up. No matter what, you cannot make Rama move even a little bit. Patham Bharatan. There was only one weapon left in his arsenal. What was that weapon? Abdinna? He looked at Rama and he said, Rama, you are Dharmasya Prabhu. You are the Lord of Dharma. No matter what I say of Dharma, you will always know better and you will beat me in Dharma. Ana, one thing I will tell you. This you cannot alter, this you cannot change. Ennadinna, I am Deena, you are Deena Bandhu. I am a Deena, you are Deena Bandhu. Deena Anna, I am a wretch and you are the protector of wretches. I am a miserable creature, you are the protector of all such miserable creatures. I am a Bhakta and you are the lover of Bhaktas, you are the Bhakta Premi. I deserve your mercy, you are the ocean of mercy. These two things cannot be altered. Adanale, Karuna Sindho, Deena Bandho, you have got to accede to me. Abdina, he breaks down and starts to cry.
Hey Ram Bhagavan, Hey Ram Bhagavan, He Karuna Sindhura, He Karuna Sindhura, He Deena Bandhu Sai Ram, He Deena Bandhu Sai Ram, Bhakta Premiyo Karuna Karo, Bhakta Premiyo Karuna Karo, Daya Karo Bhagwan, Mujhe Kripa Karo Bhagwan, He Janaki Jeevan Ram, He Janaki Jeevan Ram, He Parti Purishwar Ram, He Parti Purishwar Ram, He Deena Bandhu Sai Ram, He Deena Bandhu Sai Ram,
He Deena Bandhu, He Karuna Sindho, He Daya Sindho, Daya Sagara. What else can I say? What else can I do other than to fall at your feet and hope that you will extend your grace and mercy upon me? Abdina Bharata cries. Rama, who was unmoved until this moment, is finally moved. Because we cannot win over God with our intellectual capacity. We cannot win Him over with our sadhana. We cannot win Him over with our efforts. There's only one thing that moves Him. It is the sincerity of the love in our hearts. The moment we forget our selfishness, the moment we forget that it is all about us, that instant Bhagavan is moved favorably towards us. Until this moment, he has been asking Rama, you must come, you must come, you must adopt the throne. Everybody is speaking bad about me. I cannot bear the throne. I cannot bear this burden. You alone, and so on and so forth. Finally, he says, I cannot do anything anymore. What can I do but to fall at your feet and do, let it be as you will, do as you please, Rama. When he said it, Rama said, very well, now I am pleased. And so he says, I cannot come still. I cannot physically come. Because it is in violation of the command of Dasharatha Maharaja, our father. Instead, take these padukas of mine. Take these footwear of mine. Take them and install them upon the throne of Ayodhya so that these padukas may rule. Bharata accepts those padukas. Bharata says, all right, I will take those padukas in Cholram because this is the only solution that can satisfy everybody. Bharata does not want to sit upon the throne. Rama also cannot sit upon the throne. But what is the way out of it? Nobody else is there to sit upon the throne. So they hit upon this plan. They say, as a representative of Rama, Rama's padukas may sit upon the throne in the Cholram. Adisheri, why padukas should sit upon the throne? A representative of Rama, some symbolic thing of Rama. Rama's ring can sit. Rama needs the ring to send to Sita, he cannot afford it. Rama's arrow can sit. Rama needs the arrow to kill all the asuras, Rakshasas, arrow also cannot be given. இப்படி பார்த்தார் ராமர் எலிமினேஷன் பண்ணி பார்த்தார் இது கொடுக்கலாமா அது நேத்தின்னு சொன்னார் கடைசியில் எங்க வந்து இத்தின்னு பாதத்தில் வந்து நின்றுதான். Everything else was rejected. Ultimately, the only thing that could not be rejected were the padukas. Yen did Rama not need padukas to go to the forest? Rama needed to walk only a little distance. Rama walked a little distance. After that, what happened? Hanuman was waiting. Rama would be seated on Hanuman's shoulders. அப்போ ராமர் நினைச்சார் சிச்சி பாதுகையெல்லாம் போட்டு ஹனுமான் மேலே உட்காந்துட்டா நல்லா இருக்காது அப்படின்னு. செப்பலை போட்டு ஹனுமான் மேலே உட்கார முடியுமா? நம்ம ஹனுமான் இல்லையான்னு சொல்லிட்டு போட்டிருக்கு. Rama thought, how can I climb on to my Hanuman wearing shoes? Adhanala, I will give the shoes away to Bharata. I will go so that Hanuman can hold my feet with his hands. அப்படிங்கிறதுக்காக he gave the padukas away here. இந்த பாதுகா நீ எடுத்துட்டு போடா அப்படின்னு வேண்டாம் எனக்கு. So Bharata received those padukas. And what did he do அப்படின்னா he took those padukas and placed them upon his head like this. தலையில தூக்கி வச்சுட்டான் அந்த பாதுகையை. These are my refuge அப்படின்னா. இந்த சரணம் இருக்கே அது எனக்கு சரணம் என்று சொன்னான். We have beautifully two words in Sanskritam. Charana, Sharana. Charanam அப்படின்னா feet, Sharanamna refuge. Charanam are our Sharanam. Feet are the refuge for us. Why only feet? Now God stands so tall, who can reach up to his face? We can only reach up, if at all, we can only reach up to his feet. Adhanala we hold on to that feet, the feet become so important to us. Bharata carried those feet upon his head, returned all the way back to Ayodhya and said, I will still not enter into the city of Ayodhya until such time that my brother returns from the forest. I will not return. I will not enter into the city. I will not enjoy any of the comforts. If Rama is sleeping on the ground, I will also sleep on the ground. If Rama is wearing bark clothes, I will also wear bark clothes. If Rama is having matted locks, I shall also wear matted locks. Every single thing that Rama was doing, he decided to do. Nobody asked him to do. On his own, he decided to do all of that. He took away all his royal robes, clad himself in the exact same kind of rough homespun clothes that Rama was wearing, matted up his own locks as well. Looked like another Rama. And decided to stay in the outskirts of Ayodhya in a place called Nandigrama. There he installed Rama's padukas on the throne. He told Rama before leaving, he said, all right, I will accept everything that you have said, but I have one condition of my own. Rama said, what condition, Bharata? You lay any condition upon me, I shall accept it except returning to Ayodhya to sit upon the throne. Other than that, you give any condition to me. Bharata said, 14 years. The clock has already started. 14 years. The day 14 years end is the day you should be back in Ayodhya. If you delay, then I swear upon your name, I shall enter into the fire and give up my body. Abdina Bharata said to Rama. Rama said, enough, I will come, I promise, I will be there. Abdina Rama, I shall come. Only then Bharata decided to take leave of Rama, tearful parting between the brothers, the mothers, also had their chance to see Rama. Sometimes these reunions are just as sad, perhaps even sadder than the partings, because such a reunion that is temporary is always accompanied by the sorrow of parting. Amidst all of those sorrows, the mothers, Vashishta, the Guru, the ministers and the Brahmanas, the Rishis, Bharata, Shatrughna, all of them returned to Ayodhya. Rama, Lakshmana and Sita stood there waving to them until they could be seen no longer. Bharata returned, as we said, to Nandigrama, installed the Padukas upon the throne, and every day would sit in front of those Padukas, worship those Padukas, narrate the day's events to the Padukas as though he is narrating it to Rama himself. Today this happened, yesterday this happened, this was solved in this manner. This is the account sheet for yesterday. Everything he would report, and the kingdom of Ayodhya was ruled under the stewardship of Shri Rama Paduka, Shri Rama Charanam.
Shri Rama Charanam, Shri Rama Charanam, Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje. Shri Rama Charanam, Shri Rama Charanam, Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje. Vaidehi Ramam Vaikuntadhamam, Vaidehi Ramam Vaikuntadhamam, Bhupala Chudamani, Bhupala Chudamani, Atma Biramam Prabhu Sai Ramam, Atma Biramam Prabhu Sai Ramam, Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje. Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje. Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje. Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje. Satya Sai Rama Charanam Bhaje. Satya Sai Rama Charanam Bhaje. Shri Rama Charanam, Shri Rama Charanam, Shri Rama Charanam Bhaje.
After this reunion and parting was done, Rama spoke with all the rishis over there and said to them, my whereabouts have been discovered by the people of Ayodhya, by Bharata. Knowing my brother, if he has a spare weekend, he will immediately say, let us go see Rama, and he will start to come. Adinala, it will not be appropriate, everybody will start coming. It will become a source of disturbance to all of you rishis who are doing tapasya here. You have come to the forest to live in solitude, away from and far from the madding crowd. I don't wish to bring this crowd upon you, therefore we will depart from this place and go deeper into the forest. Abadina Rama makes a suggestion and puts it into practice. Immediately leaves. From there he goes in the southern direction, a southerly direction, and as they are going south, they come to another ashrama, a beautiful ashrama. Whose ashrama? Abdina Atri and Anasuya. Maharishi Atri and his wife Anasuya, extraordinary rishi and rishi patni. There was a bit of a doubt as to which was greater than the other. Is the husband greater than the wife or the wife greater than the husband? In this case, there is a debate. The husband says, my wife is so great, and the wife says, my husband is so great. So when Rama and Lakshmana and Sita come to Atri ashrama, as Atithis they come, Atri Bhagavan is filled with so much ananda, he comes and welcomes Rama. Rama, come. Again he calls his wife Anasuya. Old, both are very old. Very old. Anasuya. Again the Anasuya Amma comes. Valmiki says, She was so old, her whole frame was trembling like the plantain tree, the banana tree in wind. அந்த மாதிரி ஆர்டர் தான், ஷேக் ஃப்ரேம் விஷாய் படுத்து தள்ளாடுறதுன்னு சொல்லுவா இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி. ஆனால் அப்படியே பாடி emaciated by austerity but shining with a radiance that cannot be ordinarily described. அப்படி இருக்கா அனுசூயா அம்மா. அப்படி இருக்கா. Atri is like a fire, அப்படின்னா அனுசூயா is equal to him. அப்படி ஜொலிக்கிறாளாம் அனுசூயா. ராமா and லக்ஷ்மணா சீதா அத்ரியே சொல்றார், this is my wife Anasuya, she is very great, she has done extraordinary miracles. Everybody is, all the people here are indebted to her. She cured many people when there was a famine. Because of her tapashakti, the famine was removed. A person who was dead was brought back to life by her tapashakti. But yalla Anasuya, he points Anasuya to Rama and to Sita. Sita, you must go and spend some time with this holy mother. Rama tells Sita. The old husband and wife, tapasvis, established in tapasya, knowers of the self. When those self-knowing Brahmajnanis are seeing this Parabrahman in front of them, they are looking at this Rama-Sita combination that has come, like themselves for combination.
Sita Rama, Shri Raghurama, Dasharathe, Jaya Rama, Atma Rama, Aganita Guna Dhama, Pavana Nama, Parandama.
Both Atri and Anasuya welcome Rama, knowing him to be the Atma Rama, the one filled with uncountable gunas. Aganita guna. Ganita அப்படின்னா countable அப்படின்னா அர்த்தம். Aganita அப்படின்னா uncountable gunaha. One who is filled with innumerable, countless virtues. Hey Rama, welcome to our ashrama. அப்படின்னா they welcome. Rama goes with the rishis, Sita goes with Anasuya. Rama and Atri and rishis are all having a discussion here. Again, Anasuya is talking to Sita, all the other rishi patnis are also there. All the ladies are sitting together and they are talking. Some of the other rishi patnis who have gathered, they look at Sita and say, Sita, where is your husband? Which is your husband? There is a partition in the hermitage, in the ashrama. This side men are sitting, this side the women are sitting. It is the lattice work order, the partition. So you can sort of see through in between all those little lattices. Which is your husband? How can Sita point out and say that is my husband? It is not civilized. She just bashfully, smiles. So one of these women, she get up and say, is that your husband? No. This one? No. That one? No. This one? No. This one? Then she just bent down her head in bashful silence. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa would say, this is how we identify the Brahman also. We say this, no, not this, no, not this, no, not this, no, not this, neti. But finally, when we come to the Brahman, we cannot open our mouth and say, yes, this is the Brahman. We simply subside into silence. And the Madhurya Sita demonstrated the Jignasu's way, the Jignasa of Sita. Anasuya gave a lot of instructions to Sita and she said, Amma, you are you're after my own heart because the way you have followed your husband to the forest, even though he was exiled. No matter what befalls your husband, to support him in that is the mark of a virtuous wife. You have excelled in that. Continue to do so. No matter even if the husband is a vile wretch, treat him as God. அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அப்போ சீதம்மா said, for me it is very easy because my husband is God. He is not a vile wretch. To treat a vile wretch also as God, I do not. My husband is already, as you yourself sang, Ganita Gunadhama. He is already the Lord himself. What is there for me? அப்படின்னு சொல்ல Anasuya was very happy. She presented Sita with a number of jewels and beautiful saris and cosmetic set. The Galatili, she had a makeup set. So she gave that makeup set and she said, in those days, the gods gave me this makeup set. It was a divine makeup set. And once you put this makeup on, it will not go away. After your makeup set. Long lasting makeup set. But I don't use makeup and all. You use it. You use it. Dress yourself up nicely and go and stand in front of Rama. Rama will be pleased to see you. Adanala put all these things, not for yourself, but for Rama. In this manner, they spent that night there. The next morning, they all took leave of the rishis and proceeded on in their journey, in deeper into the forest. And Rama asked Sita, what happened? What did Anasuya Amma say? Oh, she said all these things, and she said that all her greatness is because of her subservience to her husband. Her worship of Atri Maharshi is what has made her so great. She said, Anasuya herself credited all her powers to her Pativratyam. I was very fortunate to spend time with such a holy divine mother. Sita was happy. Rama was happy. All of them continued on their journey as they entered into the forest. The news that Ramachandra is coming to the forest has been received by all the rishis who are there. The Ganamagangala Rishikal Rikalam, Dandakaranya is filled with Tapasashrama Mandalam. Tapasashrama Mandalam, அப்படியே ஒரு பெரிய circle of ashramas தான். You can go around and don't have to come back to the same ashrama, it seems. You can keep on going around. So many ashramas are there. In fact, for 10 years during their exile, Rama, Sita and Lakshmana were going from one ashrama to the other ashrama without having to repeat it. Avlashrama. And all the Maharishis, Rishis, Tapasvis have come to Dandakaranya forest, the thick jungle of Dandakaranya, to do their tapasya far away from all society. They did not want to be disturbed by family. They are doing tapasya. What are they doing tapasya for? Purpose. There should be a purpose for tapasya. What is the purpose of all tapasya now? To see the Lord, to have the realization of the Lord, and the Lord himself, knowing that the tapasya is bearing fruit, is walking towards them. Bhagavan is walking towards them. Bhagavan had our quality. Shri Ramachandra Prabhu walked all the way from Ayodhya down to the tip of Bharata Bhumi and then crossed the ocean, even went to Lanka. Why? Wherever the devotees were pining for him, yearning for him, he walked to them to grant them their heart's desire. That's Bhagavan's nature. We do not have to go in search of the Lord. We do not have to go in search of the Lord. Our bhakti should be such that the Lord comes searching for us. Rama demonstrates that. Krishna demonstrates that. Swami has demonstrated that. Always the Lord goes in search of the true devotees. These tapasvis are all sitting there and meditating upon the Lord, the Parabrahman himself chooses to come as Rama, making them delighting all of their hearts. It seems Rama was walking and Sita was with him and Lakshmana behind. Sita was very closely walking with Rama. Whenever there was anything, Rama was helping Sita with everything. These rishis felt so envious of Sita, it seems. We were all born men. So we are so far away from Rama. If we were also born a woman, perhaps we could also be like Sita. Bhagavan smiled, it seems, and said, all right. Therefore, all these rishis were born in the next Janma as Gopikas of Sri Krishna. All the Dandakaranya rishis come to meet Rama. Rama sits in the midst of all of them. They are all surrounding there, looking at Rama, admiring that sight.
Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama Raghukula Bhushan Raja Rama Raghukula Bhushan Raja Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Janaki Rama Tapasaranjana Taraka Nama Rama Tapasaranjana Taraka Nama Danava Bhanjana Kodanda Rama Danava Bhanjana Kodanda Rama Jaya Jaya Rama
Janaki Rama. They're looking at Rama and saying Janaki Rama. Aha, this Janaki is so fortunate. They're looking at Sita and thinking how fortunate she is. Tapasa Ranjana, one who gives delight to all the tapasvis. They all gather around Rama and say, Swami, we have come to this forest to do tapasya and you have come to grant us darshan, but at the same time, you must also do another favor upon us. What? Why should you call it a favor? Command me and I shall obey your commands. They said, Rakshasas are giving a lot of trouble to all of us here. They take Rama and show him a place where there is a pile of bones. This is generally the garbage bin of these Rakshasas. After eating the compost bin madri, they put all the bones here. These bones are composed of all of our rishis only. What is composting here is composed of all the rishis. They have eaten so many of our rishis and they are throwing the bones here. Rama, you should help us, protect us. We do not know where else to go, who else to turn to. Abadini, these people came and asked. Rama said, do not worry. Bharata is the ruler of Ayodhya. I am his regent, I am his steward. And therefore I shall certainly put all of these Rakshasas in their place. I will destroy all of them. Do not worry. Abdina, Rama gives them a promise. After that, as they walk along, they immediately encounter a Rakshasa, Viradhanu Rakshasa, they kill him. Then they understand the gravity of the situation, how these Rakshasas are roaming freely in this forest. Sharabhanga or Rishi, they encounter the ashrama of a Rishi called Sharabhanga. Even as they are going close to the Sharabhanga ashrama, Indra's Vimana arrives there. Indra arrives there and goes inside, has a bit of a talk with Sharabhanga and then goes away. Rama waits until Indra leaves and then goes inside. As soon as Rama walks in, Sharabhanga Maharishi welcomes Rama and he says, Rama, I was waiting for you. Just now Indra had come and he had said that based on all my tapashakti, he is willing to take me with him to the heavenly worlds. But I said, no, I cannot come now. I am waiting for a very, very important guest. Now that you have come, Rama. You have come, therefore, my life's purpose is fulfilled. I want to give you a gift. I want to give you a gift. I want to give you all the tapashakti that I have earned. I will give it to you. Based on the tapashakti, Indra is giving him an invitation to come to Swargaloka. That same tapashakti which won him an heavenly invite, he is willing to give it all to Rama. That is the love that he possesses for Rama. As soon as he saw Rama, he said, I will give everything to you. Rama, we've already spoken about Rama never accepting anything. So Rama said, I will earn all these by my own power. If you want anything, I will give it to you. Rama. I will give you what you want. Sharabhanga said, in that case, bear witness. I shall self-immolate this body in the fire of my own tapasya and ascend. Please bear witness for that. Rama said, Tatastu, I shall. Sharabhanga gives up his body. Luminously he leaves this world and goes into the heavenly abode. They walk along and they come to another ashrama. This is the ashrama of a rishi called Sutikshna. Sutikshna was a disciple of Agastya Rishi. Agastya Mahamuni, Agastya Bhagavan, அப்படின்லாம் பேர். One of the Sapta Rishis is Agastya, very famous Rishi, very powerful Rishi. Agastya Mahamuni has been living in the Dandakaranya forest and he had a disciple called Sutikshna. The story goes that he was very choosy in selecting disciples. The higher the caliber, they will naturally be very selective. And they would generally select those who are very qualified, spiritually qualified. Appo, the Sutikshna somehow got into the lot. The lottery, but Agastya would speak about Vedanta, Brahman, Sutikshna will fall asleep. Sutikshna will not understand anything. However, he kept on trying to teach this fellow, nothing would go in. He didn't understand anything. But love for the Guru was there in plenty. He loved Agastya Bhagavan. And heart is all right. Heart is in the right place. Brain, we do not know. That was the problem with him. That was his issue. Adhanala one day he went tearfully to Agastya Rishi and he said, Gurudeva, it is paining me so much that everything you are teaching me, I am not able to understand anything. What do I do? Agastya smiled and said, child, don't worry. I will teach you a very unique method. You alone follow that method. Others need not follow that method. What method is it? I will give you a mantra. You keep chanting that mantra. I will give a mantra. You keep chanting the mantra. Enna mantra na? Ram. Abdin or mantra. Ram or mantra. You chant that mantra. He said, that is very easy. Is it enough to chant that mantra? It is enough. You just chant it. What will happen? Parabrahman will come to you. Parabrahman himself will come and stay with you. Where everybody else needs a guide to go to the Parabrahman, Parabrahman will choose you to be a guide. So from that moment onwards, very simple, childlike simplicity Sutikshna had in his heart. And with that childlike simplicity, he would keep singing. What would he sing? Rama Nama.
Ram Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Ram Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Sai Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Sai Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Ram Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Raghupati Raja Ram Ram, Raghupati Raja Ram Ram, Patit Pavan Sita Ram, Patit Pavan Sita Ram, Sai Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Sai Ram bhajo man Hare Hare, Ram Ram bhajo man Hare Hare.
Rama went to Sutikshna's ashrama. Sutikshna welcomed him. He realized the truth of his Guru's words. Parabrahman himself has come. And not only did he come, Rama said to Sutikshna, can you please show me around this place? Be my guide in there. Aha. And spent time going to several ashramas, showed him different ashramas. Then came back to his own and he said, after doing everything, come back to my ashrama. So Rama and Sita went, spent 10 happy years going from one ashram to the other ashrama. Wherever they went, the rishis would gather around. This is the only time, what an excellent opportunity for them. Whatever doubts they had in their tapasya, in their sadhana, in their philosophy, they would ask Rama all those questions, get everything clarified from Rama. Sita would watch everything with great pride. Lakshmana was standing by Rama's side, obedient, attending to his every single need. 10 beautiful, happy years were spent. At the end of it, as promised, Rama does a big circuit and comes back to Sutikshna's ashrama and he says, we have heard so much about Agastya Rishi. My heart wishes to see him. How do I go and see Agastya Rishi? Sutikshna was very happy. He is my Guru only. He is my Guru. I'll tell you how to go. Go like this, you will go to Agastya ashrama. On the way, you will meet Agastya's brother. His ashrama is there. After that, you will meet Agastya ashrama. Agastya got a brother. In Valmiki Ramayana, his name remains a mystery. Why? Agastya Brata, Agastya Brata, Agastya Brata and pair of work. Valmiki refers to him only as Agastya's brother, Agastya's brother, Agastya's brother nature. Agastya Brata. What his actual name we do not know. But they come to Agastya Brata's ashrama. From there he says, come, I will take you to my brother's ashrama. Pora, they go to Agastya ashrama. Rama explains the glory and the greatness of Agastya Bhagavan to Lakshmana and to Sita. The Rishi that we are going to see is not ordinary ma. Extraordinary tapasya, extraordinary power he has got. He knows everything. He knows the past, present and the future. Abdinna various stories of Agastya are narrated by Rama himself. Finally, they reach the outskirts of Agastya ashrama. Rama sends a word through somebody. He doesn't barge into the ashrama. Somebody is there. He says, go and tell Agastya Bhagavan that Dasharatha's son Rama, along with his younger brother Lakshmana and his wife Sita, are awaiting the permission of the sage to come and pay their respects to him. The disciple was running around Chela. He was doing some work, chores, running around here and there, doing something very busily. Some three fellows came and said, I am Dasharatha's son Rama, I want to see. No, I said, so many people come and go to see our Guru. Our Guru is naturally famous, everybody will come. So what? Stand in the line. He went inside. Guru is sitting there with all the other disciples. He is sitting there doing some discourse or something he is doing. Again, he doesn't know whether to interrupt or not. Should I interrupt and tell? That man seemed to be, quite majestic. Something about him was there. We better tell our Guru. Again. Somebody has come looking for him. Immediately Agastya knew who has come. Somebody called Dasharatha's son Rama. Abdinodane Agastya got up. Again he ran with all of his disciples out to the entrance of the ashrama to welcome Sri Ramachandra. Rama has come to pay his respects to Agastya. Agastya is going to pay his respects to Rama. There is no greater and lower when it comes to God and the jnanis. When it comes to God and his devotees, there is no greater and lower. God is not such that he thinks I am bigger than all of you, I am better than all of you. A concept Bhagavan does not have. Where there is prema, there is no bigger and lesser. If really prema is there, oh, I am greater than you, a concept will not arise, because where are differences in love? The Lord loves his devotees like himself, and they love him like themselves. And the parasparam avarand. Aham bhakta parayanahan, Bhagavan declares, I am the servant of my bhaktas. The bhaktas say, Main Haricharanan ki dasi, I am the servant of Hari. Both of them are equally servants of each other, wanting to, desiring to serve each other. That is the sweet relationship that exists between God and the true devotee. I am not saying, no need to pull up your collar just yet. And the Madri devotees. And so when Agastya comes to welcome Sri Rama, looking at Rama, he understands who has come. Yaru vandirkan appadina sakshat Parabrahman himself has come. How has he come appadina? He has taken a human form. It is not a real form as such. It is Maya Manusha Vigraham. Maya Manusha Vigrahamana Rupam, it is not his original form. What is his original form appadina? Adi Anjodi Uruvaya Angavaithu appadina Swami Nammalvar says. Your original form of pure consciousness is kept there, and you come to this earth in a human form. That Mayaya Patta Vigraham, appadina Bhishma refers to it. It is a form that is designed with Maya, made with Maya, a Maya Manusha Vigraham, Maya Manusha form. Looks human but is divine. Ada Maya Manushan artham. The illusory man, because actually divine. And the Maya Manushanana. Munijana Prema is the Lord who is the beloved of all the Munis and the sages and the saints. Bhirpata Atma Raman. Bhagavan is looking at Agastya Rishi to pay his respects and says, I have come to see you, please show me a place where I can stay. Agastya welcomes Rama with a song.
Kalimala Bhanjana Kodanda Rama Karunantaranga Kaivalya Dhama Kalimala Bhanjana Kodanda मानुष मुनिजन प्रेमा मधुर मनोहर मंगलनामा पतिपुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा पतिपुरीशा प्रभु परमात्मा पतित पावना पट्टाभिरामा पतित पावना पट्टाभिरामा
कलिमल भंजन कोदंडरामा. Kodandarama, he calls Rama because when Parashurama came to give a bow to Rama, Rama received that bow and then handed it over to Varuna and said, "Hey Varuna, you keep this bow in trust, I will pick it up later. I know I have to go on a long journey. I will need this bow right in a different place down south. Adanal I need to courier it." And usually he couriered it through Varuna. Varuna then took that bow and delivered it to Agastya. So it was safe in Agastya's ashrama. When Rama comes, Agastya says, "This belongs to you, you will be needing it soon." You are going to be destroying the evil that has taken the form of Ravana upon this earth. Adanala Kalimala Bhanjana Kodandarama, here is your Kodandam. Abdina Kodandar Kaila Gurukara. Hey Karunantharanga, Kaivalya Dhama, you are the very abode of liberation itself. You have come in this Maya Manusha Vigraham. You are asking me where to stay when you yourself are the Prabhu Paramatma, the Supreme Lord Himself. Nevertheless, as per your drama, I shall also play the role. Since you are pretending to not know anything and asking me where you can stay, I will tell you where you can stay, a little distance from here. There is a very beautiful place with 5 trees growing together. It is called Panchavati because of those 5 big banyan trees that are growing. It's a very quiet place, a calm place. Not far is Godavari river. Not too close, not too far. Right place. And our rivers have a tendency to flood. You don't want to stay too close to the river when it decides to flood. Then you want to be slightly elevated, uphill. The river should be down there. You can go and get the water when you want. Apayarpata uru sthanam. You may choose that place and abide there. Abdina Agastya gives directions to Rama to go to Panchavati. Rama comes to Panchavati. In Panchavati, where these 5 trees are there, Rama looks at that spot, Sita falls in love with it. They all like this tranquility of the space. Rama looks at Lakshmana and he says, "Lakshmana, why don't you build a hut here like you did in Chitrakuta Nyamarka? It was very nice. Like that, build a hut here also." Lakshmana was ever ready, that is why he has come. He said, "Yes, Swami, yes Anna. Where shall I build it? Where do you want me to build it?" Then Rama said, "You pick wherever you want and you build it there, Lakshmana. What is there in this? You pick a spot." The moment Rama said, "You pick a spot," Lakshmana broke down crying, fell at Rama's feet, caught hold of Rama's feet and said, "Why? What have I done? Why are you punishing me like this? What mistake have I committed, knowingly or unknowingly? I have not blundered in any way. I have been so cautious. Why are you punishing me, Rama?" Sita was looking a little bit confused. Why? What happened? Why is he going on like this? All Swami said was, "You build where you want. What is wrong in this?" Rama knows the reason though, so Rama looks at Lakshmana and says, "Lakshmana, what is this drama for? Why are you crying like this? What did I say?" And Lakshmana, in between the sobs and tears, he says, You said, build wherever I want." So what is wrong? Lakshmana said, "Since the day I was born and I knew anything, have I had any want of my own? Have I had any desires of my own? Have I had a will of my own? Has not every single thing been dictated by you? Has some ego, some selfishness, some desire without my knowledge, has it arisen in me that you are pointing it out today and saying, do as you please. Do I have anything? Do I have a separate pleasure of my own, Rama? Abdin Lakshmana said. Swami used to narrate this story so many times to us. To show Lakshmana's bhakti, Swami would narrate the story so many times as a hidden, implied message to us too. How should we be, Abdirna? With no agenda of our own. We want to have our life. In my life, I want my life. I want my time. I want my அப்படின்னு இருக்கு நமக்கு. Lakshmana demonstrates what it means to be a true devotee. He says, when have I ever had anything called mine? Even a thought I have not had which is not permitted by you or authorized by you, acknowledged by you. No desire of mine, no plan of mine, no agenda of mine, no aims of my own, no aspirations of my own, no ambitions of my own. You alone are everything to me. Enne nivatrai, en uyire, ennam nee eduvo adu seivai, en ennam illa. Not my will but thy will. You tell me build here, I will build there. You tell me build there, I will build there. But I am not going to build wherever I want, because there is no I want at all. Abdina Rama hugged Lakshmana and said, "Chi, poda. But that's a small thing, you make such a big fuss. All right, build here. Happy?" Wiping away his tears, Lakshmana immediately got onto the job, built a beautiful ashrama, overcompensated. Made it so beautiful. Every single thing was looked into, it seems. He had a separate place for Rama to sit and do his pujas, meditation, etc. Had a beautiful kitchen for Sitama, special storage area, so you can store all your stuff here. He had a long-term plan. He showed everything, and after everything was done, he brought Rama and Sita and said, "This is what it is. Do you like it? Anything to be changed? This is nice. This is all right. This is all right. This is all right." Rama looks at the beauty of that ashrama, that parnashala, more than the beauty of the parnashala, the beauty of the heart that has made it. Rama looks at Lakshmana, holds his hand like this and says, "Lakshmana, do you know something? I don't miss my father when I'm with you. You have looked after me even more than my own father Dasharatha could have looked after me. What would I do without you, Lakshmana?" Abdina Ramarchana. What would I do without you, Lakshmana? Abdina Rama hugged Lakshmana. Lakshmana just stood there, tears pouring down his eyes. What more did he want? What did he come there for? But for Rama's pleasure, but for Rama's ananda. And if he has given even the slightest modicum of pleasure to Rama, he feels his life has been fulfilled. This is the one-pointed bhakti that Lakshmana had for Rama. Panchavatila, after long journeys everywhere, walking here and walking there, finally they settled down. Beautiful ashrama, Parnashala, 5 trees. Even now, if you go to Nashik, Panchavati, you can see those trees. They set up their ashrama there. Very happy, peaceful life was spent there. Sita was enjoying that time. She would go and collect all the flowers, the wild flowers that were growing in abundance, and sit down and make garlands with it. Rama would be there either looking after the bow and arrow, twanging it sometimes, making sure it is all right. Sometimes he'll be sitting in his meditation. Who is he meditating upon? Upon himself. Atma Rama. Delighting in himself, he would sit in meditation. Sometimes he would show Sita the wonders of the forest. Sita, look at that. Look at those trees. Look at those birds. Did you hear that animal call? Everything he would identify for Sita. Lakshmana was there in the background, making sure everything was running ship-shape. A very harmonious, beautiful time. And one can only imagine Sita sitting there, weaving her garlands, looking at Rama and singing,
Shri Raghunandana Sita Rama, Shri Raghunandana Sita Rama, Rajivalochana Raja Rama. सीतारामा भवभयभञ्जन पावननामा भवभयभञ्जन पावननामा आत्मा रामा साई रामा आत्मा रामा साई रामा कलिमल भञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा कलिमल भञ्जन कोदण्ड रामा राजा रामा सीता रामा
We will leave Rama, Sita and Lakshmana at Panchavati, and tomorrow we will pick up and continue on all of those dramatic events that are going to unfold from this point onwards. Janaki Kantasmaranam Sarve bhavantu sukhinah sarve santu niramaya sarve bhadrani pashyantu ma kachid dukhavag bhavet loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu loka samasta sukhino bhavantu om shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Sai Ishwararpanamastu.